Hello and welcome back. Today I am reviewing Unorthodox Jukebox by Bruno Mars. This is another one of my favorites I own a physical copy of. Let's get into it and see why I enjoy this album nearly a decade later. But before we get into it, I like to say really quick that the reason why I don't have a sub right here is uh, because I use case for it for school project, like good 4 5 years ago, and I don't have the case for it. I've also said it a couple of times in my CD collection videos, if you guys have seen that as well. But don't worry, I have my physical copy sitting right next to me as I'm recording and editing this video. So just keep it in mind, it's sitting right next to me throughout this whole video, but again, not displaying it since it doesn't have a case. This is Bruno's second studio album that was released on December 7th, 2012. It was supposed to be more energetic than his debut album, Doo-Wops and Hooligans, which was released in 2010 and just celebrated its 10th anniversary October of 2020. And this album shows a variety of different genres, which I personally do enjoy on this album. Now, despite being only 10 tracks in length, this album has a runtime of about 35 minutes, which is the longest you'll see out of his 3 studio albums. And as a side note, this is also one of the shortest albums and runtime that I do own a physical copy of, and I'll get into another one next week, which I will announce at the end of this video. Out of these 10 tracks, 5 of them were singles, believe it or not. They include Locked Out of Heaven, When I Was Your Man, Treasure, Gorilla, and Young Girls, which is the leading track on this album. Now, nearly a decade after the release of this album, I would say that this album is my favorite of the 3. It really got me more into Bruno, but I can't deny that there were some tracks I did enjoy off his debut when that album first dropped back in 2010. I feel like his voice goes well with everything he tries to incorporate on this album. I liked When I Was Your Man, which is one of the slower songs on this album. I felt there maybe a few other tracks out there like this, but it shows that he should have been there for that person and done everything he could for them. Then, with the opening track of Young Girls, I feel like he's trying to say how he has all these young fans who are all obsessed with them. He likes it, but at the same time, it seems like whatever he does becomes a mess. Then, when we get to Gorilla, it takes a turn to some sexual content about, like what's going to be like, who's going to get involved, and whatnot with, some of the lyrics, mentioning, sheriff, the SWAT, etc., etc. Now, we're skipping on to the closing track, If I Knew, with it being shortest track on the album, only about 2 minutes and 10 seconds in length. It shows how he wishes he could, just go back in time and change some things if he knew what he does now. Wishes he could go back, continue seeing those people he enjoyed, and still wish he could see them, to this day. And yeah, though these are a couple of tracks I, want to mention here in this video, but, I may hit on the other tracks another time if I'm up for it. On some of the tracks I enjoyed off this album include If I Knew, Moonshine, Young Girls, and Treasure. Today, I will be giving this album a 5 out of 5. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments, because I do enjoy seeing what you guys think as well, even if we do have different opinions about a song or an album. Next week, I will be reviewing Saint Elsewhere by Gnarls Barkley, which is the duo of CeeLo Green and Danger Mouse.